Hey guys, Henry here from Product Creation Formula. In this video, we're going to be talking about the best steps to be able to rebrand PLR ebooks. But before we go ahead and do that, I just want to let you know, here at Product Creation Formula, we love to give you tips and tricks to be able to help you create your products quickly and easily. Along with that, we also do product reviews, as well as tips on how to make money online. So if that's the sort of thing that interests you, how about you smash that like button, as well as subscribe and hit the bell icon so you can be notified whenever we upload more videos. Hey, and stick around to the end because there's going to be a dad joke at the end. Alright guys, let's go check it out. Now in step one of being able to rebrand your PLR ebook, we need to look at changing the title of your ebook. Sometimes people will find that a bit of a challenge, so I have a little bit of a solution here for you. Now I've got over here the thing called Title Generator, title-generator.com, and I'll leave a link for this down below. It's free, and all you need to do is go down here and you can put in whatever your topic is about that you're wanting to get. Say for example, you're wanting to do something on YouTube. Call this one YouTube channel. And see what it comes up with. Just to make it a little bit less pinpointed as to what you want to say. There you go, 700 headlines, titles, and content ideas. Here's what you should do for your YouTube channel. Okay, that's not too bad. YouTube channel is what professionals do. YouTube channel adventures. Here's a quick way to solve a problem with YouTube channels. That's actually something you could use if you wanted to. 15 unheard of ways to achieve greater YouTube channel. Yeah, I'm sure you could, if you're going to go that way, you could probably fix it up quite a bit. Don't be fooled by YouTube channels. YouTube, do you really need it? This will help you decide. Well, 11 methods of YouTube channel domination. That would be a good one. If you're deciding to create a video on YouTube or a channel about YouTube, that would be a very good one. 15 methods of YouTube channel domination. That's not bad. And you can use these as ebook titles as well. Now, let's say I might decide to copy this one and use this one, and I could always, re-edit the how many methods if I wish to. And let's just pop that down into a Word document somewhere. So I'm going to open up this Word document I have over here, and I'm going to open this in a new window, and I'm going to paste this one right here, and you just go ahead and continuously go through and choose different titles. Alright, so what's the next thing we need to look at doing? Well, we need to probably consider changing the cover, as that's a really important aspect. So we can go over here to Canva. Now, everybody's heard of Canva, and Canva is a fantastic way of doing this. Now, you can also not only change the ebook, but you can also, this can be a place where you can change the content as well. Now you can use this, say for example you've got this one here. Now this one here is really good because it has 1 of 4 pages. Now I've got here ebook pages, and I've done that because I want to find as many as I can that will allow me to have more than one page, so as it'll make my job a little bit easier as time goes on. And I like this one, so I'm going to double click, I'm going to click on this one, and we'll bring this one up. Now I've also got another example of one just here, in which I quickly went through and threw up about 18 pages, I think it was. Now these are not, these are pre-made, so all I really had to do was just copy and paste, and as you can see they're pre-formatted, and I grabbed things from different sections and pre-formatted it so as to make it look nicer. And then I did other things. I found other books and other pages and other formats and threw it all in here. So as you can see, that's about 19 pages, including the cover. Now of course, if you want to be able to create a book cover for this, really simple fact of just going here and look for book covers and hit that. Now I'm in the Pro section. But you don't have to be in the Pro section. You may want to do this for free, and there are options for free here as well. Now, depending on what you want to do, you can also go over here and filter it down to a more specific type. So, for example, you might want to go modern or illustration, minimal, creative, elegant, and so forth. So I'm going to go modern. And when it comes back up, I'm going to go down here. I'm going to look down here and see if I can find anything to do with fiction or business. We'll go business. That will do very nicely. And we can scroll through and have a quick look at what we have here. And as you scroll over the top, you're looking to see if you can find ones that have more than one page. If you can find the ones that have more than one page, you're much better off, because you'll find that it actually works much better. So I'm just going to go ebook covers or ebook pages. I find ebook pages gives me more options. We can go like that, and we will just wait. And of course, this one has more than one page. You already know that. This one does too, and so does this one. And that one doesn't, but you can scroll through and find the ones that has more than one pages. And this one's got more than one page, and you can scroll through and see if any of these pages take your fancy. And as you scroll around, just keep looking. Here's one of 10. You may find some formatting that you like here. You might like one of those pages with the way it's set up with the images, and you might choose to go that way. Of course, you don't have to keep the coloring, nor do you have to keep those images. You can always change them, and that's the beauty of these. And you can make it as unique as you want, and the best part about it is this is free, and a lot of the stuff is already here. We go, look at this. This one is a nice little digital marketing ebook. That's nice, even though it doesn't have more than one page, but that's something you could work on as a cover. Now, another thing you might want to do, let's say for example you do decide you want to create this one as a cover. What you can do, and you can do this part in the free section as well. So what I'm planning on doing, now we'll probably want to bring some of that down just a little bit, maybe move some of this over here, and try and bring it down just to make it a bit easier. So I'm just going to grab some of this, and we're just going to make it so as it becomes a bit simpler to use. We'll move this image here out of the way, get rid of that. There we are. Bring that more into the center, and I'm okay with that. We can get the swipe over here and bring that up just a little bit, bring that up just a little bit as well. There we are, and make it probably a bit nicer. Now we can re-upload this and redo this again. So let's do that. I'm going to now delete this one down the bottom here. Of course, it's not quite what I want. Let's now download this. If you don't have a paid version, you can't get a transparent background. However, there is a way we can get around that, and I'll quickly show you how to do that in just a moment. So I'll just wait for this to do its thing, and then I'll put that in here. We're going to now upload the new version of it, and we'll see what it's like. Okay, upload media. We'll go find the new one, and it'll be the one with the 1 in it. That's the one we want. And we'll now add a new page, and we'll just change the color of it. I like the color being white myself. There we are. And we'll add this one to the page, bring it in, and we'll just stretch that up to be able to start editing. Alright, make sure it's covered. There we have it. Now all we need to do at this particular point, click on the image, go to edit image, and hit Smart Mockup, and then we'll be able to do exactly the same thing by scrolling down until we find the ebooks that we want to use. It should be coming up any moment now. There it is. And it'll just go through the process and it will create it for you. Once it's finished creating it, you'll be able to delete the one above it and it'll be all good. So this will only take a moment or two. Once it's finished, it's a really quick process, and there you have it. I'm happy with that. Let's delete this top one. Now let's save this one, and we will obviously not do it as a transparent background, because if you're a free member, you can't do this. You can't get a transparent background. So let me show you how you can bring up a transparent background. Once this is finished doing its thing and thinking, there we go. Alright, we'll make that as 2. Now what we need to do is go over here, so open up a new tab, and we'll go remove.bg. There we are. This is a really cool, I love this area. Now if you want to remove the background, it's very simple. All you have to do is just find the folder you had this in. In just a moment it will open up, and it should be in the same folder. There it is, that's the one I'm after. We just double click on that, and in just a moment you'll notice that it will actually remove the background altogether and give you a lovely transparent background that you can place anywhere you like. So that is a really good way, and all you have to do is hit download and it will be done. And it'll give it a completely different name, and that's the name you just have to look for. I'm just going to save it there, and it is done. So that is how you change the covers and look after that area. So what's actually next? Well, we need to be able to change the content of an ebook. Well, I've shown this on numerous occasions, but I'm going to be showing several ways in how you can do this. Now, another thing you can do to be able to make your book stand out and changed up a little bit more is you can go over here and you go to the design section on your ebook area, go over here to page colors, and you can change the color of your page if you wish to, just to make it look different. And as you can see, it has already made it look a bit different. And all you really need to do is go over it and do some editing. It really isn't all that hard to do. Now let's go over and change some of this up. Now I'm going to go to the next page down, or a couple of pages down, and we'll turn this into a double column. All we have to do that is just highlight over the top of it, go over here to layout, go over here to columns, and I'm going to choose 2 columns, and there we have it. As you can see, I now have 2 columns in that particular one. You might want to keep it like that, and say for example you want to have 2 columns here. Maybe you might want to put 2 columns in this section just there. You can go to 2 columns one more time, and there you have 2 columns fitting this area just here in just nicely. You can add other things as well. You can reposition text. It's a lot of things you can do here. Now another thing you can do is you might want to, say for example, change the content of what's actually in here as well. Well, that will be a very important thing to do. Highly recommend it, because you really do need to be able to try and change around about, I would say, between 70 to 90%, even 100% of the content if you can. So let me show you really good ways on how you can do that. So let me just show you a free way which comes with Microsoft Office 365. All you need to do is right click. Then as you right click, you go down here to rewrite suggestions. You just click on one particular word. Click on rewrite suggestions, and then it'll come up with ideas. YouTube is the leading video platform online for good reason. YouTube is let's choose another word. Leading. Let's get suggestions for rewriting. YouTube is the premium video platform, is the leading, is the world's leading. I think I like premium. That's really nice. And you can go through and you can just get suggestions through this, and just choosing certain words for the right reasons, for good reasons. And you just read it to make sure it's going to fit in context of what it says. YouTube is a premium video platform online for a good reason, for legitimate reasons. There we go. That's nice, especially for if you're a business owner. Let's have a look here. Particularly if you own a business, that's good. And you can just go through and you can just change it up and make it completely unique to you. Now another thing you can do to make it completely unique to you is to go to a place like Quillbot. Now if you've been a member of my channel for any length of time, you'll have known I am a big fan of Quillbot. And I have to say, I'm also becoming a huge fan of the next one I'm going to be showing you, which is called WordTune. But let me show you Quillbot very briefly. Now I'm in the premium section, and that allows me to go up here to make it more unique. Now let me just go and find some text over here, and I'm going to grab at least a good portion of the text, a couple of thousand words, and I'm going to go to the next chapter, one that I haven't edited yet. Go down here, and I'm going to grab all of this entire chapter. So let's go here, and we'll just highlight over the top of everything inside this chapter, and then we'll just take it back to the top, and then we'll place that into Quillbot. Just going to copy that, and we'll place that straight into Quillbot. Now if you're wondering what Quillbot is in fact a rewriter. It's not exactly an article spinner. What it actually is an article rewriter. It will paraphrase it for you in such a way that you don't have to worry about coming up with a paraphrasing of your own. Now that's the beautiful part about it. It's more than just a rewriter. It will literally paraphrase it. So that's why it can pass paraphrasing or plagiarism tests, because it paraphrases it for you. And that goes for the other one, which is WordTune, which I actually think is potentially better than Quillbot, which is saying something considering how much I love Quillbot. Now I'm just going to pause the video while I go ahead and continue to format this the way I like it, and then when I come back I'll show you what this can do for you. Okay, so we're back. Now all I've done is I just hit rephrase or paraphrase, and it's now paraphrasing the whole lot for me. And as it goes through, the ones in blue text, they're the text, that's the text that hasn't really been changed. Highly targeted, you can change this by going things like extremely targeted, or maybe go targeted and see if there's another word for targeted. Click on that. Remove that, ignore. Okay, try it again. So we can go through and we can choose what we want. So you can go around, change things like keywords, phrase, targeted phrase, terms, words. Okay, maybe all you need to do, all you have to do. Okay, that changes up quite a bit, and then you can just go through and have a good read, and if you like what it is, you can add that to your book, and that completely changes it. And if you want to, as I said, you can go through, keep your video title brief. Okay, so let's see, make your video title brief. That's good. You want, okay, go here, need them to be. Okay, so as you can see, you're changing a lot of things around, and that is really good. And once you finish that, just copy and paste this straight into your Word document. Now another thing you can do is also go over here to WordTune. Now WordTune has the added benefit of being able to be used in Google Docs, and then we'll just paste that text in here. And now that we've got this, all we really have to do is scroll to the top, and then we can just highlight a particular sentence or a phrase, and then all we have to do is click on this. It's actually a Google Chrome extension, and you can throw it in there, and this is the free version here. Okay, search engines use keywords to find your channel. So as you can see, there's 2 sentences here, and you can have a bit of a read through and find your channel can be found more easily with the use of keywords. Okay, so you click on that, and then you can go here, find the next one, click on that, and you can just choose the various terms that it chooses for you, which is really cool. And you can scroll through until you find what looks like the biggest changes. The major search engines will use terms as signals to connect your audience to the content they're searching. That looks really good. So that is how you would do it with this one. So you need to be able to make sure you change it up. along with using that. What else you can do is, if you don't want to go there and you want to be able to rephrase it yourself. Now let's say you don't particularly want to do it in the way I just did it then, and you don't want to be using artificial intelligence because you want to be able to do it yourself. What you can do instead is to actually go over and have a look at the sentence or the structure of how it's written. And what I normally do in this case is I will highlight, I'll go over a section and I will literally highlight the area in which I'm about to change. And this way I don't get confused as to where I am. I will change the highlight up to say yellow so I know what it is. And then I'll go underneath it and start dictating. If you would like to use it, if you would like to use this tool, it will give you various benefits, such as it will help you optimize your channel in such a way as the number of times keywords will show up in the anchor and title of popular YouTube channels. Keywords are often called tags on YouTube. So as you can see, I also added a bit of my own personal information on there, and that changes it up completely if you want to go this way. Okay, so what is the next step we need to take? Another thing you might want to do is to add images. And to be able to do that, I love to go to two places particularly. One called Pixabay, and that gives you some really cool and beautiful images. You can also use illustrations as well as vector images if you wish to. And also, if you want to use Pixabay, you can also use Pexels. And Pexels is really good as well, as it can also give you things besides images. It'll also allow you to have videos as well if you want to be able to put that into your YouTube videos. So, I mean, say for example, you're looking for something like desk. You can have a look at this and you can choose what one might work well for you. I find Pixabay is probably better for this style, but if you want to have for something like that, or perhaps something like that, or something like that, which is plain and simple, that you can actually add some text to along here, that's beautiful and easy to do too. Now, what you might also want to do is you want to be able to add all this sort of thing into your ebook, just to make your ebook really stand out and pop. Okay guys, that's all there is for this particular video. It is now joke time. The police officer said to the woman, "Why did you hit your husband with a chair?" She looked at him and said, "Because I couldn't lift up the table." Alright guys, if you like this video, please consider smashing the like button, as well as subscribing and hitting the bell icon so you can be notified whenever we upload more videos. Hey, while you're at it, why not consider sharing, and also leave a comment down below and let me know of any other ways you might know of to be able to help edit your PLR ebook and rebrand it. Alright guys, thanks for watching and bye for now. Now, over here is a video I believe you might actually like. And down here is a video that YouTube is going to recommend for you. Now also, over here where the round circle of my head is, that is a button that you can click to be able to subscribe.